So I invite another keynote speaker, Dr. KRISHNAKUMAR sir.
A warm good morning to all of you. The chief organizer of the program, Dr. sir, the chairman of today's inaugural session, Dr. Girish sir, Anthony sir, who is here, who is known to me for the last few years. The dignity who is expected to make an inaugural speech, Dr. Kumar sir. Guest of honor of today's function, Dr. K.P. sir, Madam Dr. among the audience, those who are known, Professor Muhammad Faisal T. sir, who is an academician as well as an entrepreneur. Aliyar sir, who has served as judicial first class magistrate, who is also here to address us, and other dignitaries of the days. I think it will be better to start from a pen. Let me start my presentation from a pen. This coming month, that is June, has got an importance, significance in the world history. On June 5th, the attention of the world has been concentrated on a particular place, Stockholm. What is the significance of that day, June 5th of 1972? On that day, the first World Environmental Conference was held in Stockholm. That was the first endeavor in the world level. In that conference, almost all nations participated, including India. Srimati Indira Gandhi was the Prime Minister of India at that time. On behalf of India, representing India, she also participated in the conference. In that conference, around 20 principles were derived, and mainly, first among them is we should preserve our resources. Resources means petroleum and other energy sources for future generations. That are main decisions taken in that conference. Another one is, as our Girish sir has said, one of the major issues which is faced by the world community today is unemployment, not poverty. Poverty, the root cause, as he said, rightly said, the root cause of poverty is nothing but unemployment. And the issue goes on like that. My point is, so we should address the issue of unemployment and poverty. That was one of the main decisions which were taken on that. Based on that, actually, Indira Gandhi has put forward another idea, that is Garibi Khadao. That idea has originated. So many decisions have been taken in that conference, but none of them have been fulfilled in the length, breadth, depth in which it was meant in that conference. It was also decided in that conference that we should try for sustainable development. What is sustainable development? Sustainable development means we should have development, we should have business, we should have industry, we should have growth in the economic field. But when we run after industrial development, naturally that will ruin our climate, our environment. So we should not spoil our environment. At the same time, we should run after economic growth, industrial growth, and like that. So both of them should go hand in hand. That concept is called a sustainable development. That idea was also discussed in that conference. Immediately after attending the conference, Mrs. Gandhi, she took two decisions. We should have our own legislations. We should have our own national legislations for protecting the environment. And accordingly, in the year 1974, that is 2 years after the conference, we have given shape to the law, that is in the Water Prevention and Control of Pollution Act in 1974. After that, in the year 19 Prevention and Control and Prevention, Air Prevention and the Control of Pollution Act in 1981. And in those two statutes, we have framed a separate body called Pollution Control Board in the national level and state level, to control the pollution caused by industrialists. Anyway, that after 20 years of that incident, that in 1972, we had another declaration that is called Rio Declaration. That happened in Rio de Janeiro. That is also called the Earth Summit, because almost all nations in the world, in the earth, all nations have participated in. So it is also called the Earth Summit. So we highlighted the significance of if due to some Brahmapuram issue, if some pollution is caused in Ernakulam, it is not only affecting Ernakulam, it is affecting the entire globe. Why? Because when it goes to the space, when it goes to the sky, the earth is rotating in its axis, So naturally, when the environment is polluted in Ernakulam, that affects the entire nation. So that idea gave a thought to our community world at large to think about it as a world issue. The Rio Declaration, which has happened 20 years after the first endeavor, that is Stockholm Declaration, also dealt with these issues again. So I have been speaking about the international endeavors for protecting environment as well as the national endeavors. We have had another statute, pollution, to prevent the pollution. That is Environment Protection Act in India. So all these were the endeavors we had to protect environment. These were legislative measures. There were so many measures by judiciary also. In so many decisions, the Apex Court of India, the Supreme Court of India, has highlighted the significance of protecting environment. There is a specific provision, a statute in our constitution. There is a specific article in our constitution, Article 21, that speaks about personal liberty, right to life. So actually that article reads like this: no person shall be deprived of his life or personal liberty except according to the procedure established by law. But that statute speaks about the right to life of human being. By interpreting that article, Supreme Court in so many decisions found that right to life includes right to live in a pollution-free environment. So some of the decisions let me quote. One among them is the decision arrived at by Supreme Court on a petition by MC Mehta. You may have heard about the MC Mehta Foundation. MC Mehta, he has brought before the Supreme Court so many issues of pollution or environmental issues, and one among them is the issue of Taj Mahal. Taj Mahal is one of the 7 wonders of the world. The marbles in the Taj Mahal, that the color of the marble, white marbles, are failed by this pollution caused by the factories in that area. That was made yellowish. The sulfur dioxide gas, SO2 chemical language, emanated from the factories that dissolves in the water to form H2SO4, that is sulfuric acid, and that causes some kind of color change in the marbles. So Supreme Court asked the Delhi government to find some solution. Then the Delhi government said, no, we will take initiative for solving the issue like this. The industrialists who are causing the pollution, let them solve it, let them clean it. That principle is called a polluter pays principle. Polluter pays principle means one who causes pollution, he should take the burden. He should take the initiative for clearing it. That is called a polluter pays principle. So let them pay for it and let them clean it. Then the court said no. Court put forward another principle as a response to that. That is precautionary principle. What is precautionary principle? Prevention is better than cure. That is the principle. See, after getting polluted, if you want to cure it, if you want to purify it, there is nothing meaning in it. It is not meaning. It is quite meaningless. It is not meaningful. So let us have polluter pays. Instead of polluter pays principle, let us have precautionary principle. Prevention is better than cure. So there are so many decisions like this. And a lot of decisions are there, right, in which the Supreme Court said that environment is to be given foremost importance than industrial growth and industrial development. Anyway, some organizations, as I said, the Sensi Mehta Foundation, they also played a significant role in protecting environment. Even after all these endeavors, all these attempts, the issue of pollution is still there. Not only in India, it is an issue. It's a world issue. So anyway, let me quote two models, two replicable models from the world level. One is from Indonesia, and another one is from Brazil. Let us start with the Indonesian model. I told you in the beginning, let me start my talk with a pen. See, in Indonesia, what is happening is, see, they are using a particular technique to control pollution. What they are suggesting is, what they are doing is, suppose you are introducing a pen in the market. This is a pen made of plastic. Suppose this is a pen made of plastic. After 10 or 20 years, this kind of pen may cause pollution to the society, to the world, not only to the particular region, to the world. It is a burden to the world at large. So suppose the cost of this pen is 10 rupees. What the government does there is they charge 2 rupees extra for facing the pollution caused by this pen in future. So how they are seeing these issues, this is 2 rupees is kept aside for finding solution to the pollution caused by this pen. It appears to be a good model which we can think in our nations. Let me complete my presentation with one more model from Indonesia. Sorry, from Brazil. That model is like this. When you start an industry, the government will give you some breathing time. So for 1 or 2 years, here also in India, we are having a scheme for SSIs, small scale industries. We give some concessions in tariff, tax, and other things in the initial stage. Just like that, they give concession in the beginning period for 1 or 2 days, or 1 or 2 years. And during that period, they will be under watch, they will be under observation. If the industry is not causing any pollution to the society, it is zero pollution. If it is zero pollution factory, they give the factory a gold badge, a gold ribbon, a gold mark. That shows that industry need not pay any tax at all. If the industry is causing slight pollution, what they will give is, they will give an yellow mark. Yellow mark indicates that you have to pay small amount of tax. If they go beyond a particular limit, that means if they cause pollution beyond a particular limit, they will be given a red signal, red mark. That means you are under observation, you are in the danger zone. That means you have to pay higher tax. Higher tax means a higher rate of tax. And if the pollution is so much, if it is beyond our control, no doubt the factory will be closed. No. That means they will be included in the blacklist. So that is also one of the replicable models which we can think of being adopted in our nation. So many persons are here and personalities are here to share their views, and we are eagerly waiting to hear them. So I do not take much time. So once again, congratulating the organizer for organizing this wonderful program, and also thanking Dr. Prakash sir and Girish sir for giving me an opportunity to be here with you and share my humble thoughts. Thank you.
Thank you, KRISHNAKUMAR sir, for moving your minds to a burning issue faced by the world society, the environmental pollution. Our conference itself is having the words and sustainability in it. Sustainability means every step of development should be considering the environment. It should be balancing the protection of environment as well as the growth and development of human society. We should hand over this world to the future generation in a better way. Thank you, sir.